Hello, my name is Joey Sullivan, and I'm here to talk to you guys about metamorphic rocks. So, metamorphic rocks are rocks that have become changed by intense heat or pressure during their formation. So, in these very pressured and hot conditions way down in the Earth's crust, these rocks are sedimentary and igneous rocks, who then change into metamorphic rocks. They usually cool under certain conditions and crystallize into bands of crystals. Later, this can expose the rocks on the Earth's surface, leaving gaps of metamorphic rocks all over the United States and the world. Now it's time to talk about foliated metamorphic rocks versus non-foliated metamorphic rocks. And there is a big difference for anybody that doesn't know. So some kinds of metamorphic rocks that are foliated will consist of granite, gneiss, and schist. These are strongly folded together or banded together, which is why we call them foliated metamorphic rocks. Foliated means that there's a parallel alignment of certain mineral grains that gives the rock more of a striped appearance. Foliation forms when the pressure squeezes these minerals together so hard that they become aligned into sheet-like structures that reflects the direction of where the pressure was applied. Non-foliated metamorphic rocks do not have this sheet-like structure that foliated rocks typically have. There are several ways that non-foliated rocks can be produced. Some of these examples can be limestone is made from a mineral that is not flat or elongated, so no matter how much pressure you apply, the grains will never align together. This is just one example of a non-foliated metamorphic rock. Some more examples, another type of metamorphism, contact metamorphism, also produces non-foliated metamorphic rocks. This is when the pre-existing rock is essentially just baked like an oven. The rock is just baked with heat, changing the mineral structure of this rock without changing the pressure. Now, as we understand, metamorphism occurs when there are three main components: heat, pressure, and chemicals. So where metamorphism usually occurs is going to be at subduction zones and convergent plate boundaries. This is where there's the most hydrothermal activity, and it shows through the mid-ocean ridge, creating all kinds of various metamorphic rocks. Now let's dive into some of the processes of metamorphism. So the processes of metamorphism do not actually melt the rock itself, but instead transforms them into a denser, heavier, and more compact substance. These new minerals that are created by the rearrangement of mineral components in the original rocks has reactions with fluids that enter the rocks. Pressure or temperature can even change these metamorphic rocks into new types of rocks. So again, these rocks are just squished, smeared out, and folded, but are still the same rock. Some common metamorphic rocks that you guys may notice is the rock called phyllite, schist, gneiss, quartz, and marble. These metamorphic rocks then transform into different grades of shale, slate, schist, gneiss, magnetite, and more rarely, blue schist. Thank you all for coming and watching my presentation. Enjoy this last image of my favorite metamorphic rocks.